So on my channel, I've posted week 1 results, week 2 results, some individual trades. What I wanted to do was actually show you guys how I review my trades at the end of the day. So today's actually Wednesday, and I didn't do, where is it here? I didn't do Wednesdays. I usually do it after the market closes. I come back and I fill in all the stuff. But yesterday was a busy day, so I didn't do this. But I do it at the end of the day most of the time, and if not, the next day. But this was, I recorded 2 videos. This was for Monday. And for Monday, it took about only 12 minutes, 13 minutes to review 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades and to fill the stuff in. And I made another video, which is here. And this is 8 minutes and 44 seconds. And this is Tuesday, 3 trades, right? So it doesn't take long. And I'm just going to show you what I do. Essentially, I open TradingView and I open my log. And I look at the stock and the entry times and the exit times, right? So I copy my entry price, so 535. I look at 931. I come back here and I find where 931 happens. And in this case, I actually make a mistake because I read this as 930, but it's 950. So this is supposed to be in this bar, but I kind of have it 3 bars later. I'm on the 5-minute chart. This is where I do it. And I just draw these lines. So I press Alt and J, and it draws a horizontal ray. I double click on it. It opens this thing. And because I've copied the price, I can just paste it in, Control V, and then press OK. And it magnetizes the price to the exact level, right? I copy, I don't know why it's glitchy. It's a little bit glitchy, but I copy my stop. Same thing, right? I go in and I paste the price. And now I look at my exits. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, right? So now we can learn the following, right? 931, I opened, entry, stop. 332, I closed this much at this price, which was 50%, 55%. And 350, I closed the what was left at 514, right? So if we go back, entry, actually again, it's supposed to be over here. Entry, stop, first exit, second exit, and the whole position is closed, right? And then I track best possible exits. And target one, this I type in as I type in the other stuff. So as I look at a trade, I type in my entries, and I also type in my target ones. So I track the best exit that I could have had. So as a short, the lowest possible exit, lowest possible price after my entry. And if that was profitable, sometimes it's not. Sometimes the trade goes against me. And how much I captured. I track if price actually reaches target one, the end of the day, some management styles, and I track all these numbers, right? So I don't want to bore you with the stuff that doesn't really interest you, I assume. But essentially, this is what I do for all of them. So let me just pick a random one, maybe. Here's a random one. What is this? RKT, right? So I've copied my entry at this time. Now I'm going to copy the stop. I'm going to paste it in, right? So this is a long, right? So it goes below entry and my stop. As you can tell, loss. Same thing on the chart. It wasn't going in my favor, so it was a loss. And I closed it at this price, this time, right? So I'm looking at the time, and the time is over here. Again, Alt J, paste the price, and that's where I closed it, right? So what this tells me is I went long, my stop was here. It almost, I mean, it was supposed to trigger me out, but again, this is a paper trade. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to let it pivot, is what I call it. I'm going to let it move away from this and see if it actually returns back to break even or even past it. And it did. Rallied up and then sort of started crashing again. So when I checked it at this time, I just exited. Maybe I would have closed it earlier, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I basically log everything then I go to TradingView and I put it on charts, and then I type in, I find all these numbers, and I get my formulas and I paste them in. And at the end of the day, let me just fast forward. It looks something like this, right? So trades and the actual things that I'm tracking, right? So again, 10 minutes in, you're done. And then all I'm going to do is look at my stats. I've made a bit of a dashboard, some stats, some numbers, some charts as well, just to visualize things. And yeah, I just review them every night just to see how I'm doing. Am I performing better? Am I performing worse? And that's that. And that's the end of Monday. So Monday, 2 winners, 2 losses. I ended it up 1,240 up, which is 2.5 hours. And then Tuesday, again, same thing. The only difference here is that I have 2 entries. So let me just, okay, so what this means is entry 1, stop 1, added some more shares. So you can call this entry 2. I reduced my stop, right, to here. Then it went in my favor, closed a part of the position, closed again, and then closed the entire position down here, right? So if we go back, as you can see, I closed in thirds almost. 670 at the first exit, 650 and 650. 10, 11, 10, 19, and 10, 27. So visualizing it just helps me see it in context, because numbers on a page sometimes it's a little bit wacky. You kind of lose touch with what's actually happening with price. This is much better. And then you can look at like, okay, the best exit would have been down here. Or actually, if I would have held, I could have made an extra, whatever that is, right? Like a few extra cents here. Then I look at management, different management styles, and how they performed. Were they better? Were they worse? That's all I do. And this was Tuesday. This is 8 minutes and 44 seconds long. So it doesn't even take long. And again, I'm tracking the stuff here, right? I'm reviewing it. I'm looking to see how I'm performing. And yeah, that's basically how I review. Now for Wednesday, I actually haven't done it. Last night I was busy. I was doing other things. And this is Wednesday. So you've seen Monday and Tuesday. Here. Monday, this is the result. Tuesday and Wednesday. 6 winners, 2 losses. The winners made me this much. The losses lost me this much. And that was the result for the end of the day. And the whole week so far, 3 days, I'm up this amount, which is 11 hours. Again, rounded up, right? So, yes, essentially this is the result for this week. That's how I trade review. I bring it into a trading view, and I do it on my laptop. It's very quickly, just put some lines in there. Alt J draws the line. I just find the right price. Alt J, double click, paste in or type in the entry price or the stop or the exits, and it moves the line exactly to that price. And then I can visualize it and see, okay, this management would have been better. The entry maybe could have been better, or the second entry, maybe the stop was too wide or too narrow or whatever, right? So yeah, that's how I review my trades. Again, these are the results so far. And Wednesdays, I haven't actually, these are the trades, I haven't actually reviewed them. So I need to do that soon. These are the trades. Okay. Right. So that is at the end of this video. Today is Thursday. So I'm going to do trade Thursday and Friday. And then I'm going to make a week 3 video with the results. I guess you've seen, how the results are so far. But yeah, we're going to make a week 3 summary and show you guys the results and all the trades and everything. So cool. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope that helps. And I hope this wasn't too long. Have a nice day.